And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make
it. Play the down computer.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learned about these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Afterburner's coming. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
And the Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And they can say, oh, yeah?
So really no surprise
Against you?
drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the 1st down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that 1st down marker or get it.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Man, you know, sometimes ball carriers just have to know when the fight is over. And this guy, he's trying to drive. He's low to the ground. He's doing everything he possibly can to get the 1st down. But, David, he got a little bit careless with that ball security.
Yeah, and listen, I'm okay with it when it's 4th down. Like, 4th down and goal, and I got to reach that ball. 1st down, 2nd down, I can't fumble. But right there, if I'm stretching the ball and I'm trying to get it across that plane, so be it. I don't know if he was going to get it anyways, but big play by the defense, big stop. Now your offense gets to go right on the field.
He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes
Well.
it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Put that in the rearview mirror.
And that bitch ain't got Houston to bail him out.
Get better. So far in this 1st half, they've done just that.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can.
That bitch pushed me.
Seizing that open space.
That bitch pushed me.
All the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll run the option. Quick toss.
They like letting that nigga pitch the ball after you fucking hit him.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Anytime the pitchman is able to score on these option-type plays, there has to be great blocking downfield by the wide receiver. That was absolutely textbook, and that's what allowed the running back to go score.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11.
Well, he don't know because he said he only got 4 conference games. Oh, all right, all right.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Molly.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Nine-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoots out of bounds. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. What a job to lay out and make the catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads up play, nose.
Damn, I should have stayed outside. I didn't know he was going to grab it.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
That's was a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality.
Go get that
right now, and this is the point where this defense has just
that
got
3
to
meat
lock in.
barbecue plate.
Stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
At HEB.
He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass instead.
Oh my goodness.
Man, as a
That's what we
quarterback,
doing
you gotta
now?
be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Why, man?
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gets it out fast. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! That touchdown puts them up by 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty.
Yeah.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it away at the 25. Line gets set. First down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Alabama pushing the tempo. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. He's off to the races.
They gonna keep getting them stupid stuff, huh? All right,
He's
yeah.
at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way.
I guess, bro.
Touchdown tie.
Yeah.
When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bill today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now.
He's talking about it lights out.
Over the Astronauts. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on.
Right. We'd have had to be in like week 9.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left.
Bruh.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. motion from the offense. On third down, going up top. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack. Throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Trying the left side. Turns it on in midfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. And so
now they had two. The other dude got pushed out the way.
Angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
The Sun Devils are on the move.
Yeah.
Trying to find his man on 1st down.
I don't know.
Unloads it left.
He in there.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
1st down.
That's what we've been telling them for 2 seasons.
Until the 2-minute warning. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of the bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense. Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead the offense is out there on 4th down. Slams ahead. He didn't get there. 4th and goal from the 1, and they are stopped.
Low man wins. Defense that.
I'm standing on the goal line.
You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was no.
Look at this bullshit, bro.
Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
So he took a chance by using
Shit don't make no sense.
on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later.
Bro, I'm standing on the goal line.
Here comes that Alabama offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels, you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Nice completion.
Oh my
Nice
God.
gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute. Third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway. So it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Defense getting a boost from this crowd on third and long. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Intercepted.
Shut that shit up.
Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and he's lobbing the ball down the field like that. I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive offense.
Oh my God, bro.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try
Oh, he
to
had
get
to throw
points on
that.
the board right before the half.
Somebody was about to pop his ass.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
he was trying to his arm was too short.
This defense was put in a difficult
He was trying to
spot,
get
but they
everybody
made
in
it
the
tough,
picture.
And now the offense faces third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good, and that lead grows even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer.
Longer than that for me.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The DBs will back off a bit. Wants to throw on first down. Going for the big play. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
The fuck is this? No wide receivers? I
The
bet.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here.
It was echoing? Oh.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The give. Across the 25, he's got room. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
This offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. The give to the back. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Goes to the option. Powers through the defender.
Look at this stupid shit, bro.
And a nice run
Shit's
there
stupid.
before the defense finally
Yeah.
makes a stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff.
Shit don't make no
this
damn
offensive
sense.
line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball.
Bro, you getting hit.
Running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
All right, bro. All right.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Give to the running back. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side.
You're so right.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
You see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get
Come here,
off the
bro.
ball fast, low.
Ugly ass spin
Offensive
move.
linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Now on the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
From the gun, running back
Boy.
gets it inside the 30, down to the 27. They pick up
Oh,
6.
my goodness.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Y'all ready to get out the field, fellas?
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. He'll set up to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the
Man,
stick.
get the fuck out of here, bro.
And he was able to shed
Get
a
the fuck
tackle
out of
and
here.
pick up the first down before they
Man, you're
finally
getting
get
bailed
on the
out.
ground.
Shut up.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll give it to the back. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown!
Man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
And here they come.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Almost all the way back. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
And they'll try to tack on two. Here comes the option.
Oh, my
He'll
God.
toss it. He's not
Earl, you saw that one?
there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
Man, shut up, Richard.
Lining up to cover
Shut
the
up,
kick
bro.
after that touchdown
It
drive.
don't matter if he turned. He wrapped up. Oh, my fucking God. Okay.
And he takes this from inside the 5.
Boy, you so lucky,
Step
boy.
out to the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in
Yeah,
front.
all right. Everybody blocked.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Here's the handoff. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field and beat the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hacks to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
Looking to pass on second down. Fakes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass.
Bruh.
Gets away from 1. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice time. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ball game? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Motion from the offense. Going up top on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back to back.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the 1st down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Why
Here
he
comes
throwing
the
all these
offense on
wobbly ass
2nd down.
passes?
He's looking to throw. Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
I love when my quarterback uses his brain. I only need a few yards to get the 1st down. Nice job. Scrambles around, buys time, gets just enough for the 1st down.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down.
Oh, word.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down
I
their
swear, my dude
throats
be acting like he don't
impose
have
our
95
will?
speed.
That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football.
I know.
Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum.
Oh, look out!
You saw what they did?
Past the 30. Inside the 10.
How you audible and hike the ball at the same time?
With that, they move out front here in the fourth.
How you audible and hike the ball at the same time?
This offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. And
That's
for a
just-
quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in
Come
the
on, bro.
studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down.
You had two people moving when you hiked the ball. All right, bro. I'm gonna clip it for you.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas,
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Bailing your sad ass out.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 35, he's loose. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the 1st down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Discards a man. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Yeah, we ain't click over there yet. You heard me?
Everybody gets energized in the whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles, it's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your rib cage.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Quarterback checking off. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Here's a throw downfield late. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that
Shut
first
up.
down. And listen, the communication with this
Shut
offense
up.
and the execution has left a little bit to
Yeah,
be
sure you
desired,
are.
especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a
Sure
score
you are.
and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And they come out with a field goal lead. Defense just got to stop now to capitalize, David.
Yeah, keep the momentum going, right? Defense did a great job. They held serve, got you the football back, Jesse. Let's go get some points.
I'm curious to see how they're going to do this. Are they going to be aggressive after the defense got the stop and take a shot, or are they going to try to be more conservative here and bleed the clock?
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Plows through the defense. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. The corners are walked up tight. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets open down the middle. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. The old